Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sukha Dukkha Same Krutva Labha Labhau Jaya Ajayau Tato Yuddhaya Yujjasva Naivam Papamavapsyasi. Keep pleasures and pains, happiness and sorrow, gains and losses, everything as equal in your life. Treat them as equal, and with this attitude, fight the battle. Engage in life. Live your life by developing a sense of equanimity. Such a person who's detached from gains and losses treats pleasures and pains equally and always remains steady and equanimous will never incur sin. Today, as we celebrate this Tamil New Year, Puttandu Nalavardkal and Vishu Asamdakal, we wish each other that may this year be good for you, happy for you. This is also celebrated around this equinox time, the spring equinox. And that is the time when days and nights are of the same length, the same time duration. But during the year, we have further equinoxes, and every time either the day is longer or the night is longer. But again, when it comes back to spring equinox, we become equal. So we start the year with this equal mindedness, this attitude of equanimity. And Vishu also means equal, Sama. That is why Krishna says, Sukha Dukkha Same Krutva. Develop this ability to treat both pleasures and pains as equal. Gains and losses are equal. And simply do your duty, fight your battle, means do your dharma without keeping an eye on the result. Do your dharma. Such a person never incurs sin. It means neither there is a punya nor papa for such a person. He is free from the karma and its consequences. With this attitude, only the New Year is celebrated here. In a British calendar, New Year is on January 1st. But in our calendar, Hindu calendar, lunar calendar, we celebrate it here. Because this is the time when days and nights are equal. And this is the time when we should develop this attitude that the whole of the year should be spent with this sense of equanimity. Arjuna asks Krishna, how can one develop equanimity? What kind of person has equanimity? Sita prajnasya ka bhasha. The one who is always in samadhi. Samadhi means equal mindedness at all times. How does such a person live? Sita pragya kim prabhasheta, kim asita, vrajeta kim. How does he behave? How does he go about doing his things? How does he speak, sit, walk, talk? And then Krishna replies, Prajahati yada kaman, sarvan partha manogatan. When one gives up all the desires of the mind, when every desire, sarvan, not few desires, but every desire has been given up. Atmanyeva atmana tushta. He is satisfied within himself because there is so much of joy within that he revels in that joy. He does not need an external source of pleasure or joy. He is an eternal spring of joy that springs within himself. Therefore, he does not need any other source for pleasure or happiness. People are happy when they are successful, sad when they are not. People are happy when they gain, sad when they make losses. People are happy in favorable times and unhappy in unfavorable times. But such a person who has given up all desires for the action and its results develops this equanimity, sthita prajna is called. Atmanyeva atmanatushtaha. He is within himself, he is happy. Atmarati, atmakrida kriyavan. That is also been said in our Mundaka Upanishad. The quality of such a person who develops equanimity. So, how do you develop this equanimity is the question you must ask on a festival like this. A year is going to follow after this, and it will bring all kinds of ups and downs. But through all the ups and downs, how do we remain equanimous? What is the way to become equanimous? And for that, it is also said, Mundaka Upanishad said, Prano hi esha sarvabhuter vibhati. When you realize the same prana or the same life principle, the same divinity makes everything happen around you. Vijanan Vijnan Bhavati Nativadi. Such a person becomes quiet, quiet in the mind, not just in the mouth. He becomes silent. Because in that silence, he enjoys the deep joy that springs from within. And such a person is Brahmavidya, the knower of Brahman. Such a person alone can be equanimous. So, equanimity comes from the joy that you derive from within and not from without. And that joy from within comes when you have given up all desires. Ajahadi yada sarvan kaman, not just one or two desires, but become desireless. Katopnishad extols this idea of desirelessness. Athamatyo amruto bhavanti. That then and there the person becomes immortal. Atra brahma samushnate. There and then he becomes Brahman, who has given up all the desires. Yada sarve pramuchyante kama yasya ridishrita. The one who has given up all the desires from the heart, such a person alone immediately attains divinity. And the person who has that divine experience is always equanimous. Come what may, they are always equanimous. So since this is an occasion and many devotees could not come to celebrate like previous years, and they did pray for a message, so I want to tell them this message on this New Year festival, that like in life, days and nights come, different seasons come, they are all embedded within the same year. Likewise, good and bad, favorable, unfavorable, losses, gains, pleasure, pains, they're a part of life. The one who has developed equanimity and treats them all with the same mind, equal mindedness, such a person alone is the true knower of God. And to become that should be our life's endeavor. We spend our time doing so many things. We want to, every year we make a resolution. The business people make resolution, we must make more profits. The intellectuals make resolution, we must produce more intellectual papers or learn more subjects. A farmer thinks he should have a better crop this year. A doctor thinks he should have more patients this year. And things like that. But what should we think? Patrihari cries in Vairagya Shatakam. Kalo na yati vayameva yataha. Kalo na yataha. We are not spending time. Time is spending us. Trishnana jirna, vayameva jirna. Our desires are never satisfied. They are always there. We are getting consumed. Our desires are not getting finished. We are getting finished year after year. Such a person can never attain peace and happiness. Till there is a desire in the heart, the desire will drive you into action. Action will lead to consequences. Consequences lead to more desires. More desires will lead to more action. This is the chakra. And once you get caught in this vicious cycle, it's very difficult to come out of it. So the only way to develop happiness in life is when we give up all kinds of desires. Then you may ask, but I must study. You tell study and get good marks. You tell do this. You tell do that. Are these not desires? These are not desires if they are not for your selfish sake. You're doing it for others. Paropakarartham idam sharira. When you're doing for others' sake, this is not called desire. This is seva. But in seva also there can be desire. Why I want to do seva? I want to be known and seen. I want to be acknowledged and praised. Then that seva also becomes a desire. So any action done without the expectation of results, either good or bad, just done for doing sake, such action becomes pure. And such an action is not counted or put under the category of action-reaction cycles, karma prabhava cycle. It breaks away from that. So when you do everything for the sake of doing, because this is what God has told, do your duty. Tato yuddhaya yujjasva. You fight your battle. But how? Without being affected by the ups and downs, good and bad, favorable or unfavorable circumstances. That's possible when you do it only for doing sake, not for the sake of the results. Such a person with equanimity alone can attain true happiness. Tesham sukham shashvatam. Naitaresham. Others cannot attain this kind of happiness. And that is how we develop purity of mind. With that purity, we attain divinity. And that divinity further fortifies this idea of desirelessness. And the desirelessness helps us remain pure and divine at all times. So this new year is coming. Another 12 months are being given to us. What are we going to do in these 12 months? The question we should ask ourselves. Are we only trying to become better businessmen, better teachers, students, better doctors, engineers, better politicians and leaders? Or are we going to become better human beings from within, where our humanity transforms into divinity? So, with that idea, we must celebrate this year. Every year that comes brings this new opportunity to do again what we have not been able to do. We also celebrate the harvest festival, spring harvest festival, Baisakhi at this time. We obviously will harvest only that which we have sown. We will reap that which we have sown. So today we are suffering or we are happy, it's because of whatever we have done in the past. If we want in the future to be equanimous and always be eternally happy, then we must put efforts now, sow the seeds of divinity within ourselves, selflessness within ourselves, become equanimous, and that's how we remain happy forever. Wishing all the devotees, especially those who are celebrating the New Year today, because Yugadi has been celebrated yesterday, Tamil New Year, Vishu, and Baisakhi, and a few others are being celebrated now. To all of them, I wish and bless that may you have a good, happy year, and this happiness should come out of the equanimity of mind born out of selfless action.